Greetings. Welcome to Just Art. I'd like to take a few moments of your time to introduce you to some of the products we would like to introduce to the welding industry for the year 2017. During this video, I'd like to introduce you to the 4 different families of arc timers that we produce, as well as the 3 different types of arc sensing devices we make here in Washington State. In this block of information, I would like to introduce you to the JAT family of weld arc timers. This is a Just Arc family of JAT arc timers. Starting here on your left is JAT DK. It's a donut sensor device, key protected reset, 11-pound pull magnet on the back so the device stays where you would like it to be. This device is JAT AT-CCK-HF. What this device does, it records arc time, records arc starts, has key protected reset, also has a feature of the magnet on the back to keep the meter in place, but has the additional feature of a high frequency protection, so this device can be used on TIG machines or plasma cutting devices. This is the JAT AT-CK and this JAT AT-CCK. And again, this is a simple arc timer that records arc time. This one records arc time and arc starts. Both have a clamp-on device for easy application. This again is the easy application clamp-on device with high frequency. This is the donut sensor. Any of these devices can also be used with our Bravo sensor. All of these devices record time in hours, minutes, and seconds. And then for your arc starts, each time you strike an arc that's greater than 0.6 seconds in duration, it will register as an arc. In this block of information, I would like to introduce you to our environmentally resistant arc timer, or as we like to refer to it as the ERAT. This is the Just Arc environmentally resistant arc timer family. If you look at the website www.justarc.com, there's a listing for ERAT, and it shows a polycarbonate box such as this. A pull through from our customers has proven that this is not serviceable for heavy industry. So, to make the industry happy, we changed over to these heavy-duty PVC industrial boxes with metal lids. And you can see here, this is an example of a dual arc timer, 15-foot leads, 2 metal hinged lids with an arc timer for each donut, and protection. 35-pound pull magnet on the back puts the arc timer where you'd like it. We can do it as a single. Here's a clamp-on version. Here's a donut version, or we can use the Bravo version. This is the ERAT family. In this block of information, we would like to introduce you to what we are now calling our Enlightening Bug family of weld arc timers. For 2017, we would like to introduce a new product line. This is called our Enlightening Bug. Enlightening Bug is a new concept where we have a smaller sensor. We don't have a key protected reset on it. We have a small reset where you short the 2 screws out there, and that will reset the meter. The meter has a 35-pound pull magnet on the back, so it will stay where you put it. It can be discreetly put inside of a power supply or anywhere in the system. Here is an alpha version where the sensor is connected directly to a meter. Here's our Bravo version, 4-foot lead. Our clamp-on version, 4-foot lead, or a donut version, 4-foot lead. We can make leads any length you would like. In this block of information, I would like to introduce you to the different types of sensors that we manufacture here at Just Arc. Just Arc would like to introduce you to the 3 different sensors we're going to be using for the year 2017. This is our Bravo sensor, our Charlie or clamp-on sensor, or our donut sensor, D sensor. Each one is simple to use. Let's talk about the clamp-on sensor first. It's the simplest. Clamp-on has sensor built into it. 4-foot lead, unless you need one longer. Very simple. You put your cable, put it on. Will activate 75 to 90 amps DC. If for some reason you have intermittent problems, put a loop in your cable. Take the wire side, put it so it goes to the inside of the loop, and this will make your sensor more sensitive to the magnetic fields. Next sensor is our donut sensor. Very simple to install. You need to have a free running end of a cable, put it over it, bolt the cable back to the power supply. Now your sensor stays where you put it. If you're using a power supply that has twist locks, We design it so that it does not come off over the end of a twist lock. This sensor activates at 35 amps DC. If you're using low current or for some reason you have intermittent problems, there's enough room inside here to accommodate a 4-aught cable, or smaller cables can be looped back around in a similar fashion as the clamp to increase the sensitivity of the sensor. The variation on the donut sensor is this device, which is a free floating sensor which comes with a little kit, and we'll put this on a 6-pack or an 8-pack, provide you with a 1,000-foot spool of wire. You put this in your power supply or at your wire feeder, run the wire back to your sensor box, and it would look like this. You run this cable back up to 250 feet back to a remote location where you can monitor multiple machines at one time. This is the Bravo sensor. It is a very simple, inexpensive, passive magnetic field sensing device that I use with my arc timers. It's easy to replace if damaged and simple to install. And I'll show you how to install. Take your sensor, weld cable, metal bracket, place it over the weld cable, bracket into the sensor, insert the bolt. The bolt is part of the current sensing circuit. We provide it with a captive nut. You can put a nylock on there, or I have another option here in a moment. Tighten this up. Now you have a passive 35 amp DC activated weld current sensor. If you're working with lower currents or intermittent currents, the sensor allows room for you to double the cable in here, which would make it more sensitive to weld current. This is the JAT-USB family of arc timers. It can use any of the sensors that we've shown you already in our sensor block of information. This is the donut sensor, our clamp-on sensor, or our Bravo type sensor. The JAT-USB is a unique device in which it uses a data logger like this, as well as the case we make for it. We take the data logger, line up the little buttons, insert it into the case. This device now will record up to 15,000 arc strikes, giving you a text word file that's capable of downloading to Microsoft Excel, and we also provide a macro which will turn that information into a useful graph, and there will be a link at the end of this that will guide you to a more detailed video of that. The data logger, when it records up to 15,000 arc strike events, will report back to you not only the day that the arc was struck, it will tell you the hour, the minute, the second when it was struck, and the duration of each arc.
We'd like to thank you for sharing this time with us. Here at JAT, we truly believe if you're not making sparks, you're not making money. If you have any questions on how arc timers might help you increase productivity in your career field, please feel free to give us a contact at the information on the screen. And we look forward to hearing from you. As always, if you're not making sparks, you're not making money. Take care. Be good.